Hello once again, it's Peter here from Pulse of Perfumery in Knutsford in the UK. I'm going to talk to you today about, it's actually it's a fragrance that I launched in 1986. Now I have said over my past vlogging that, vlogs I should say, that I would also talk about, apart from the new and the latest, some of the past. And this is 1986, and it's a brand called La Perla, the most exclusive lingerie company in the world, which I worked for about 25 years, can you imagine? And I launched the perfume, unbeknown to me, because I thought I was out there to sell lingerie, but I was handed a case at the airport in Bologna, leaving back to the UK, and it happened to be fragrance. Now, in fact, believe it or not, I actually have the original salesman's case of the La Perla fragrance, and if we'd like to see it, of course you would, I'll show it to you. So here we have the original La Perla lingerie case. Now when I opened this on the aeroplane, I thought it was going to be sort of like gold underwear or something in there, but no, when I opened this particular case, look at that, and it's got the old logo. This was sat on my lap, these bottles of perfume, which are just incredible, and this is the original case. I love it. This is just one of my favourite bits within the perfumery. I love it. And in fact, when because I wasn't sure about fragrance necessarily at that time, and that's where I started my journey after, you know, now sort of 30 years plus. And this was the bottle that I opened on the plane to smell. And it was a flacon. Now this is a replacement, but as I went to smell this fragrance, the aeroplane found an air pocket and dropped several thousand feet. Everybody thought they were going to die, screaming, but I'm wearing half a bottle of La Perla fragrance. And what really was interesting after the plane stabilized and the pilot sort of made sure that everybody was reassured that everything was okay. I was asked by the stewardess what fragrance I had just sprayed or am wearing, because she was asked by so many people. Now from that day, I felt I've affected so many people that don't know me, hadn't seen me, hadn't touched me, anything at all, just scent. And that's what it does, it enters your mind without seeing it. It's just, it evokes so many reactions and that, where people ask what it was. And even today, in 2016, this fragrance here, La Perla, the classic, a Chypre, still has that effect, because we have a massive following for this brand, because it's difficult to get now in this, again, which is the original bottle, but created in Italy in 1985, launched in the UK, I did it in 1986, and I still adore this scent. Now what's interesting is that a number of people, when I used to do training, and there would be a group of staff that would be of varying ages, it tended to be the younger group would, when I sprayed it, would go, oh no, it smells like my mum. And what's very interesting is that I would leave the spills to one side whilst working with other fragrances, and then say, right, now what do you think of this one? Because it'll all be on blank spills to the same audience, and the younger ones go, oh, that's lovely. The dry down. It's a real complex scent, La Perla. Opening, again, freesia, osmanthus from Japan, carnation. Middle notes, spices. So cardamom, black pepper, and Bulgarian rose, the finest rose, or one of the finest roses in the world that perfumers use. And then base notes, oakmoss and sandalwood and cedarwood. So it's a real Chypre, beautiful opening, still using some jasmine in there as well. It's something that not to jump into, but I've got to say, you know, from that moment on that flight where people were asking what it was, I have clients come back time and time again, searching for this, making sure that we have it, and I still say to them, are you asked what you're wearing? All the time. All the time. It's such a fantastic brand, Yes, they evolved in different scents. J'aime la nuit in Rosa, and also for the gentleman as well. Touch and Grigio Perla, the original, real sort of barber shop type, traditional gentleman's fragrance. But for me, the La Perla fragrance still today is an absolute gem of a perfume. It's going to be a classic. It's going to be around for years, which hopefully so will I. So I'd like to speak with you later on another fragrance, which I will. And thank you once again for watching, and La Perla fragrance.